Today on Coming Up with Manny, we have David Gladfelter, who's a 10-3 amateur fighter and is hoping to make his pro debut soon. We had a little mishap since this was one of our original interviews that we did. So hopefully you enjoy the interview.
David Gladfelter. Is that how you say your last name?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts before even showing up to Chicago?
I didn't know. Like, I wanted to go there, but I had never been there before, you know? And it was just like, when I first heard from my coach that I had the opportunity to go, I didn't think I was going to be able to afford the cost of travel and you know, a place to stay and all that. And then coach told me that all that was covered. So I decided to take it. And then it was pretty cool. I got to fight in Chicago, and I got to see the city of Chicago, and it was awesome, man. It was just like it made me realize how much of the world that I've never seen before, you know?
Yeah, definitely. We talked a little bit about that. You didn't even... was it your first time having sushi here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we went out to a pretty decent, really nice sushi place. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you had never eaten it before. I think we all ate like 3-4 plates though.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah. So hey David, okay, never mind. You had glitched out for a little bit. So when you got here to Chicago and you saw the Aragon Ballroom, what'd you think?
When I saw
the Aragon Ballrooms where the fights were held. Remember where we had the fights?
Oh yeah, I remember. Well, when I first showed up, I was nervous, but I also thought it was cool at the same time, you know, too. So it was like, you know how before a fight, it's like you got a little bit of nerves, but at the same time, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? And it was just kind of like I thought it was cool though. I thought the Aragon Ballroom was a cool place to fight, and it was awesome, man.
Man, glad to hear it, man. So another thing, as everybody can tell by now, you're a pretty gentle guy. Like you talk like you don't seem like the aggressive type. And that's what I thought when I first met you too, because we got to talking and everything. We became pretty close. And then I saw the other side of you, the other persona, the mask.
Yeah.
How did the mask, like you wearing the mask after the fight and everything, how did all that start?
Well, one of my coaches brings a lot of them luchador masks and a lot, and I don't know. I think we just started with that just because it was funny or something.
But when you're in the luchador mask, it's like you turn into a whole nother person, and your laugh creeped me the fuck out.
Oh yeah. It was like the Skeletor laugh almost.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So since being here in Chicago, what have you been up to, man? I know you're 10-3 now as an amateur. What have you been up to?
Just training and done some fights and stuff, and we're working on getting me my pro debut here pretty soon.
Oh, nice. Do you have a date yet?
It's in the works right now.
Okay. So I saw on Tapology, you had fought for the Cowboy Series a couple of fights, right? How was that? How was your experience there?
It was awesome. It was good to fight in front of Cowboy, and it was cool to, you know, get get a belt from Cowboy too. It was awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely a fan. Like, too bad he lost his last fight, but yeah, but I'm definitely a fan.
It happens though, man. It's Cowboy's still a legend in my eyes.
Oh, definitely, definitely. He's definitely gonna go in the Hall of Fame, even though he never got a belt, but he's definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer with all the fights that he has, all the champions he's fought, past champions. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always one thing about him, man. He'll always fight.
Glad to hear, man. Shoot, I'd love to fight in front of Cowboy. That'll be amazing. Just to have him watch me take a win or get a win in front of him, and then get a belt put around me. That'd be pretty dope.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Are you still at the MMA Institute with Rick McCoy and John Ward?
Yeah. I still train with them every day.
Nice, nice. Well, how have they been? Haven't talked to them in a while either.
Oh, they're awesome, man. They're they're still coaching. Still coaching like crazy, and they're both great coaches, and I'm always learning something from them.
Yeah, definitely. So, how did you get into MMA? Like, did you do any martial arts beforehand, or how did your journey into MMA start?
Not really. Originally I wanted to learn Muay Thai, like back when I was still in high school, and then I started taking Muay Thai class at the MMA Institute, and then one day I decided that I wanted to fight, and then like maybe 2 years after high school, I got my first Muay Thai fight and won that by a first round knockout. And one thing leads to another thing, and now I'm about to be a professional fighter now.
Good, man. And I'm wishing you nothing but the best in your pro debut. But
I appreciate it, man.
I'm guessing you're all in right now. is this all you do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you work outside of training, or like what do you do when you're not training?
Well, I'm kind of in a strange spot right now. Like, I had a job, but I ended up getting laid off. So right now, basically, I'm applying for jobs, and I'm also training as well.
Hey man, good luck on your job search, especially right now being an amateur. You're probably not making the money that you will when you're a pro, but man, wishing you the best on that job search, man. I know it's hard.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So let's talk about your camps. Being an amateur, do you have like full 6 to 8 week camps, or are you kind of just going to the regular classes, or how does that work?
I've never really had what you would call a camp. I'd say like I'm always training pretty much all the time. So it's just pretty much I've taken fights on a couple months' notice. I've taken a fight on 3 hours' notice before. It all. So it doesn't really matter if you're always training.
3 hours notice?
Yeah, I took a fight the day of once.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you how did you make weight? Or did you guys do a catch weight?
It was at 205.
Oh, and you're a 185er.
Yeah.
All right, so he had some weight on you. How did that one go?
I ended up winning by submission in the first round.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah.
At least we know you don't turn down a fight, man.
No.
That's good, man. So, what are you going to do differently now, or if anything, now that you're going to be a pro? Like, are you going to get into fight camps, or are you just going to keep doing the same thing till you start making some money, or how's that going to work?
I want to start making some money, but really, my main plan is to get better, to keep making progress. I want to get my wrestling a little better, and I want to really. My striking's pretty good now, but I want to keep getting that better because I want to knock people out, man.
And I think you did get the knockout here when you fought here, or it was a TKO, right? You hit him with that knee in the the liver, and then went down.
Yep.
I don't know if the commission liked it when you jumped on the cage though, but that was pretty fun.
Oh no, I was psyched at the time.
Yeah, man. Hey, it was a good win, man. Honestly, it was a really good win.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So now that you're gonna be a pro, man, you're gonna try to make that money. Don't forget about me when you start making money, bro. I'm just saying. So have you talked to promoters, or like are people like reaching out to you to try to get you your first fight?
Not yet. I think there was one that did, but that was while I was still amateur, and this was while I was in the tournament for Cowboy Fight Series, so I couldn't really take that pro fight back then. But now we're kind of there was a rumor for Cowboy Fight Series, whoever won the belt would potentially get a pro contract, and I think they were talking about doing something for Cowboy Fight Series or for Shogun Fights or something like that. But I don't think anything's gone through yet, and I think it's still kind of in the works.
Okay, man, no matter where you land, I hope you make the most money that you possibly can, and that you keep rolling on with them W's, man. You already know what I think about you personally, but as a fighter, I could tell that you and your team have been working hard, and you've improved every single fight, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, no problem, man. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out? Anything you'd like to plug? I know you don't have a date for the fight yet, but like, do you have any sponsors right now that you'd want to shout out, say thank you, or friends, family, coaches?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Coach Rick and John Ward, and I got a couple sponsors right now. I guess I'd give them a shout out right here. No Weekdays and Tisoma, the Styles of MMA, and my buddy runs a supplement shop here in Richmond called No Limits. I'd like to give them a shout out too.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because hey, being an amateur, especially right now, you're out of work right now. I'm sure that's those sponsors help out a lot right now.
Yeah, man.
So if anybody's looking for a hard, dedicated worker who's very honest, David Gladfelter. It was good talking to you, man.
That's me, baby.
Good luck on your pro debut, and let me know when you get a date, man. Let me know when it is, and maybe we can get together again.
Oh, you'll be the first one I tell, man.
For sure, bro. All right, man. Have a good one, and good luck on everything you do, bro.
You too, man.
All right, take care, man.
Bye.
Make sure to click like and subscribe and punch that bell.